Good morning, children. Hope you all are well and safe. Children, today I am going to explain you new chapter number 18, which is health organization. As you can see on the screen, as you know, children, health is very important for all of us. Okay, and in my last video, I have already discussed about health hygiene. What is health? What is hygiene? And what are diseases? Types of diseases also. Now, you know, children, health is one of the primary concern of all over the government of the world. Okay, all the government is concerned about their citizens' health. So what they do, they strive to take steps individually at the national level as well as collectively as the global level. Why? So that they can safeguard the health interest of their people or their citizens. So there are two main organizations. One is Red Cross and the second one is WHO. So in this video I will explain you about both the international organization. You know, children, our India is very vast country. It is very populated country, and we have highly diverse geographical and climatic conditions also. So based on its population, it is distributed among the 5 types. Okay, so here you can see first one is big cities. So if we have the big cities, in the big cities we have multi-storied buildings, we have too many vehicles, our big cities are very crowded, we have heavily burdened water supply and sewage system due to the population, due to the industrialization, due to the population explosion. So second one is small towns. Okay, small towns are not so crowded, they are less populated. Third one is villages. Villages also you can see small population is there. Villages people are basically do small industries work. Okay, agricultural based work they do. The cottage industry they are running, they are doing the poultry farming, dairies and all. So all these are the main chief life source of their life. Now next one is remote areas. So remote areas for the tribal people, those who are living in the forest or they are just using the forest products, they do not have even the proper drinking water, they are using the water bodies, they do not have the proper medical facilities also, no schools, no hospitals. So that comes under remote areas. The fifth and the last one is slum dwellings. So slum dwellings, people those who are living in jhuggi jhopdis and all. Okay, and these are placed outskirt of the big cities. They are also in this type also people are using unhealthy and unhygienic conditions, they are just prevailing it. Now they are also having lots of health problems based on the different kind of habitation. Okay, big cities peoples are having different types of, they are suffered from cancer, they are suffered from due to the high emission of carbon dioxide, they are having this respiratory diseases, asthma and all. Small villages also they are having different kinds, they do not have the enough money to earn. Okay, because they are running small scale industries and all, so they do not have the proper lifestyle, all such things. So all these things increases the health problems, especially in India. Now children, based on these health problems, okay, so I have already discussed in my last video about diseases video about the food, what are foodborne disease, what are waterborne disease, what are vector-borne disease, what are airborne diseases. Okay, viral borne diseases also. So this all these health problems, okay, they cause these type of diseases. Okay, so food and waterborne diseases, few are given as you can see here: diarrhea, gastroenteritis, typhoid, dysentery. all occurs or happen due to the improper water supply. Same as if we will not treat the sewage properly, effluent properly, then also it will harm our water bodies and people will suffer from waterborne diseases. Same thing vector borne. Okay, if we will not keep ourself hygiene or ourself clean, neat and hygiene, and even our surroundings, then mosquitoes and houseflies will breed there, other insects will breed there, and they will cause disease like malaria and other airborne diseases like influenza, common cold, measles, diphtheria, etc. So children, for looking all these health criteria all over the world, okay, there are two international bodies. You can see here Red Cross and WHO. So World Health Organization. Nowadays also you are reading or you are just watching on our television also about the WHO, World Health Organization. Okay, so first I am just explaining you about the Red Cross. So Red Cross is it is a organization or agency. It is a national agency also and international. So we have National Agency of Red Cross, which is taking care about the India, about the country, and we have the international agency also. Okay, what is the function of this Red Cross? As it is written, and you can see also, they functions, what are their activities? They basically perform their activities, all the services which should prevent or remove human sufferings in peacetime as well as at the time of war. So at the time of war and after war, what happen? People need peace. Okay, we don't want hatred, so they take care of such thing. They look around of that thing. Okay, so the very important thing you should know that it was formally founded in 1864. In 1864 it was founded. Okay, and you can see this red color figure, red color picture plus sign. It is the emblem of the Red Cross. You know children, doctors and we can see this type of symbols in hospitals, ambulances, and doctors and nurses are using this symbol for quick identification, but it is illegal. Okay, it is the symbol of Red Cross. Okay, now what are the major activities? So people, those who are members of the Red Cross or those who belonging to the Red Cross, they go to the battlefield where war is going on, and they take care of the wounded soldiers, enemies, whether they are friends or they are enemies. Okay, so for them, in front of them, they are just needy, they are the patient. Okay, they are the needy people, they need help. So they are without looking any enemy or friend, they are just helping people around the world, around the country. Now the major activities of Red Cross Society is, first point is to extend relief and help the victim of calamity. So during natural calamity, whether it is flood, fire, famine, earthquakes, drought, okay, so they extend or they relieve help to the victim. Okay, they just supply the food, they supply the water, they just take care of their lives by providing them medicine or first aid and all. Second point is to procure and supply blood for the needy victims of war. I told you the same thing. Okay, so they need the blood, so if they need the blood, they supply the blood too. Okay, during the national calamity time, whether it is natural or man-made calamity, in both the calamities. Third point is to extend all possible first aid. So during any accident or any injuries, they are providing the first aid. Okay, they educate people in accidental prevention. So they are just going in the villages, and they are just roaming into the different villages and areas, and they are doing the street plays and all to just aware the people about the prevention of the diseases, prevention of the calamity, what should they do during the calamity and all. So they are awareing people also. Now fifth one is to arrange for ambulance services. So in emergency times, they are the members of the Red Cross, they are just arranging ambulance service also. Now 6 1 is to look after maternal and child welfare center. So the maternal and child welfare, mother and child care also, or their centers also, they are just focusing in that, and they are look after them. Now 7th one is the Indian Red Cross Society has also been engaged in training midwives. Midwives, children, midwives is a person, or especially a female, who is trained to assist women in childbirth, because in the, as I told you, in the small villages and even the slum areas, they do not have the proper medical facility, they do not have the doctors, they do not have the nurses and all. Okay, so what they are just training the midwife so that they can deliver a baby, so they can assist a woman in childbirth. Now as every year, okay, on 8th of May we are celebrating Red Cross Day. Okay, so we are celebrating Red Cross Day every year on 8th of May. So these all activities, please read it nicely in homework. Okay, all are the objectives of the Red Cross, or you can say activities of the Red Cross Society. So they are just following all these. Next is WHO. So you can see the symbol, this is the symbol of WHO. Okay, WHO full form is World Health Organization, okay, which is established in 1948, and it is a specialized agency of UNO, United Nations Organization. So in the class, in the GK book and all, so you have learned these terms. They are asking so many times these abbreviations. Okay, so you should remember. Okay, next is why, what is the reason of the this WHO? What is the reason of the formation of WHO? What is the need? Okay, so what happened, children, because all over the world we have the vast population. Okay, so what happened, the member countries of the UNO, or United Nations, they focused, or they find the need for creating an international body which look after the health problems of the people all over the world. Okay, one body, one international body which take care of the all the world, any country. Okay, all the countries comes under this WHO or UNO. Okay, so they just take care of the health of the person or citizen of that country. So this was particularly what they are doing the research works. Okay, they are just focusing on the cause of findings, the cause and cure of the diseases. Okay, now also, as you know, that COVID virus, so they have traced this, WHO only traced. Okay, they find out the occurrence of the from where the disease is coming. Okay, so as we all know that from the Wuhan, China, we got the information that okay, this virus first case came from the Wuhan, China. So that is that information is given by WHO only. Okay, they have only their members only done the research, and they find out all the findings. So the combined efforts in this direction were to give better and faster results. Okay, so every country is now based on the different COVID virus samples and all, they are just trying to find out the vaccines also. Okay, so one organization, international body, is just looking after the health of the all over the world during this pandemic time. Now their main purpose is to benefit the poor and developing countries also. Now children, WHO has 6 regional offices in the world, including in New Delhi also. So each regional office works for its member countries. So all the members are interconnected, and they are just sharing their datas. Okay, datas and all, they are sharing their data, and all their researches in the field of medicine, in the field of drugs, in the field of their surveys. Okay, now we know every time, every second we can get that okay, this state is having, or this country is having this much active cases of COVID virus, or this much has this is the death rate of the patients, or this much recovered from the COVID virus. All that data or all that information or research we are getting because all these members are sharing their data with other countries. Okay children, so it is very important organization, both are very important organization. Now children, it's where is the headquarters? So its headquarters are located in Geneva. Now member states of WHO are bound by the international sanitary regulation, so they have all that sanitary regulation they are following. They are following about all the like for example, you know, for malaria and smallpox are the two notificable diseases. So like this earlier also they gathered information about both the diseases worldwide, different from different countries, and then they find the cure of the diseases. Okay, so all are just interconnected, which is making a world a one word. Okay, so what are the main objectives or activities of WHO? First one, as I said, first is to collect and supply information. They are just collecting the information and supplying to other different countries. Okay, about the occurrence of the diseases of epidemic nature, like you know, earlier cholera, plague, typhoid, yellow fever, smallpox, all were the epidemic nature, epidemic diseases. Okay, now we can see that I have given you example of COVID virus also, that we get. Okay, these organization only collect the information and supply to us. Okay, now to promote and support project for research. So whatever research is going on, whatever latest development is going on about the diseases or use of diseases, they are promoting. Okay, they are supporting by giving funds and all. Third one is to supply information on latest development about the use of vaccine. I told you, so about the research, cancer research, nutritional discoveries, new control of drugs addiction, new researches, and nuclear radiation hazards. All these areas they are just doing the development, they are inventions, they are doing the studies, and they are just trying to make a vaccines also. Now children, fourth point is written, you can see, to suggest quarantine measures. So you all are familiar with this word. We all are now familiar with this word quarantine, because we know quarantine, we are in phase of lockdown, we know we all are living in isolation. Okay, we are unable to go out freely and to meet people. Okay, so they are also suggesting the quarantine measures. Okay, through these measures only we can easily prevent the disease. Okay, so we can control the disease. So they suggest the quarantine measures also related to that particular disease. Now fifth one is to lay pharmaceutical standards. You know, pharmaceutical companies, they are only making the medicines or vaccines. Okay, so for they are ensuring that they are genuinely making the vaccine. They are not mixing, they are not they are not adding any preservatives or any impurity into the vaccine. So the medicine or vaccine purities also they ensure, and the size of the dose, we can see different medicines of 50 mg, 500 mg, like this. So they also quality and quantity both they ensure by regular checking from the pharmaceutical companies. So all the pharmaceutical companies follows the standard given by the WHO, World Health Organization. Okay, so they have all the patent and all the copyright of the vaccines and other things. So then only they are any company, whenever they are just starting the research, so they are asking to WHO, they are sending their papers to WHO, and when the WHO make it clear or make it give stamped, then only they are just starting their research. The last point is, you can see, to organize campaign. So they are just campaigning all through the year. They are campaigning to control the epidemic diseases and endemic diseases. So they have done for the goiter also. Okay, so they are doing the campaigning, they are just giving, ensuring the purity and size of the dose of the vaccine or the medicine from the pharmaceutical companies. They suggest the quarantine measures, that what we should do to control or do to spread of such diseases. They are just supply or just share the information about the use of vaccine or latest development, whatever is going on in medical fields. They are just promoting and support the project for research, so on particular diseases. They supply and collect the information from where the disease is spread, okay, and that spread from which, and where is the origin of the disease and all. Okay children, so please go through the chapter in a homework. Please read the chapter. This is a very small chapter. Okay, and children, there are two important organizations. First one is Red Cross, second one is WHO. Okay, and few in a homework, please try to find out the question answers. All are very easy, and it is very easy, and it is written here only in the book. And one more thing I want to say, just always remember that WHO works on the natural calamities, okay, during the war time and all. Okay, and they ensure these all activities, they are 7 are given. Okay, whereas WHO purely concern of a health of the country. Okay, how the medicine work, pharmaceutical work is going on, how the disease is going to spread, and what is the control measures of the disease and all, how what is the way to produce the vaccine, what are the latest development and researches are going on, vaccines and other medical equipment. So please take remember all these things. Okay children, so thank you and have a nice day children. God bless you all.